New York Attorney General Letitia James appeared in federal court in Norfolk, Virginia on Friday, where she entered a not guilty plea to 2 felony counts: bank fraud and making false statements to a financial institution. According to the federal indictment, the case centers around her 2020 purchase of a property in Norfolk. Prosecutors allege that James provided misleading information to the bank regarding the home's intended use, claiming it would serve as her secondary residence. However, investigators say the home was later rented out to another family, which allowed her to secure a lower interest rate and potentially save nearly $19,000 over the 30-year loan period. Standing before U.S. District Judge Jamar K. Walker, James personally entered her not guilty plea. She is being represented by prominent defense attorney Abby Lowell, along with Andrew Bose, a former federal prosecutor who once led the criminal division in Norfolk. James's arraignment comes amid growing controversy over prosecutions that critics say are politically motivated. Some career prosecutors who objected to similar cases have reportedly been fired or resigned. Letitia James, a Democrat, has long been a political target of former President Donald Trump, especially after she campaigned on investigating his businesses and later won a high-profile civil fraud case that initially carried a massive financial penalty of over $400 million. Although an appeals court later reduced that penalty, the tension between James and the Trump administration has only escalated. In a statement following her indictment, James said the charges were politically driven, calling them a continuation of the president's weaponization of the justice system. She claimed the allegations were baseless and intended purely for political revenge. The indictment against James was reportedly presented to a grand jury by Lindsey Halligan, a former White House aide who President Trump recently appointed as acting U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia. Halligan replaced interim attorney Eric Siebert, who had resigned after pressure to bring indictments against both James and former FBI Director James Comey. In her own statement, Halligan said that no one is above the law and that the charges reflect serious breaches of public trust. She promised the prosecution would continue to pursue the case to ensure justice is served. Legal experts expect James's defense team to file motions to dismiss the case, arguing that it represents vindictive and selective prosecution. Her lawyers are also expected to challenge Halligan's appointment, questioning whether it was lawful under federal procedure. Attorney Abby Lowell has publicly stated that the charges represent improper political retribution and vowed to challenge them through every legal avenue available. The Justice Department has not yet commented on the ongoing case or clarified whether additional federal prosecutors will join the team in Virginia. Speaking to reporters outside the courthouse, James struck a defiant tone, describing the Justice Department as being used as a tool of revenge. She said she still believes in the strength of the justice system, adding that she will not be intimidated. With firm conviction, James told supporters gathered outside the courthouse that she would not cow down, break, or bend, declaring that fear has no place in her fight for justice. Judge Jamar Walker has set the trial to begin on January 26, 2026, with motion hearings scheduled for early December. Until then, the political and legal battle surrounding this case is expected to remain at the center of national attention.